with every movie, I'm trying in my own little way to do whatever I can to change the way female characters have been presented. And you have been doing that because whether it's Badla or whether it's, Thappad or whether it's all these films, right? Because do you feel you've done what you set out to do?
If my individual image is concerned, then yes. Like in terms of people thinking, okay, if she's done something like this, it'll be an interesting female character to watch out for in this film. But have I changed a lot in terms of expectations of the audience when it comes to a Hindi film leading lady? Not sure. I'm too small to make that bigger change. And times change faster than my effort. For people to suddenly start looking at leading actresses sometimes just serving the male actor in the film. They still go back to that kind of cinema, mostly.
Right.
And they're okay with that. But they're not that okay with the woman calling the shots in the film. We still have a long way to go. At least with respect to my films, I can say that when they know that I'm there in a film, they'll expect something pivotal or strong enough, but only in the boundaries of the films I feature in.
But what explains then the success of, let's say, like Gangubai or like a Piku or something like that, which is...
I mean, the frequency.
Okay.
My question is, they're beautiful milestones of sorts, but the frequency at which they happen is way lower than the other kind of films. That's it. That's what. If these films didn't happen, then people like me will never get courage to continue.
Yeah.
So yeah, these films have happened is why I still have hope and courage that, it will happen. But the frequency is too low.
Because you can literally say there's a kahani with Vidya Balan.
That was what changed my whole perspective about my shelf life.
Which kahani?
Yes,
okay.
yes. Dirty Picture and Kahani, when they came, it was correctly at the time I was starting in Hindi films.
Okay.
And that's why I always look at Vidya as my hero. Because she changed the whole way I looked at my career ahead, that I also can do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's always nice to have examples.
Yeah.
But I also understand what you're saying, because even in Hollywood, if you take let's say a Nicole Kidman, she's offered serious parts, but rarely gets into a rom-com kind of zone, even when she was younger, because she was doing all these relatively serious parts. So would you want to do like a rom-com kind of?
Of course I would want to, because it's strange that people who meet me who know me in person, they just find it very strange when I do these intense films back to back, because they've not seen me really intense in my real life. So they feel like, we would really want you to do something lighter. And I'm like, it's difficult not for me, but for people to imagine, because we are so happy in our comfort zone of imagination. Okay, this is this type of role, this one will suit this. Nobody wants to really think out of the box. I've had conversations with certain top directors here when I go meet them, and first I have to break the notion of the fact that I'm okay doing films where I'm not leading the film, in the sense like it's not my story. I'm okay doing that. First I have to break that notion, and then I have to tell them that I would want to do something lighter. It's not that if I have to be there, it has to have some issue attached with it. And I really questioned them. I said, why would you want to take the same faces for the same roles? It's unfair to them as well. So, and it's unfair to people like me who would want to experiment with their craft.